to our channel. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Rachel, and we're the Stitch Sisters.
And we're back with another What We Love This Week.
Yes, and a very stripy edition of What We Love This Week.
Again, not planned. We just coordinate lovely, don't we? That's what we do.
Yes.
And you guys are loving the Sunday morning thing. It's definitely one that you're looking forward to. People have said, wake up and have us with breakfast with us and have coffee with us.
We love that.
So we're thrilled with that. So this will be on Sunday morning again.
Yes.
And we hope you enjoy.
We do. And again, like every week so far, it hasn't been hard to come up with a list of things that we want to share with you. We've got lots of things going on and lots of things that we found and lots of things that we're excited about.
Yes.
So what should we start with today?
Let's start with some pattern companies that we found.
Yes.
So these are new ones that we've discovered.
Well, one of them's new and one of them's not new, but we've bought our first pattern.
Yes. So when we were at the show a couple of weeks ago, we discovered trend patterns.
Yes. Well, I was already well aware of trend patterns. And I've been admiring them for a while.
Yeah.
But the thing is that their shapes are so interesting.
Yes.
That trying to work out how they would work on my body was quite tricky. The thing I loved at the show is they had all the samples on a rail,
gorgeous.
And you could have a proper look at how they were put together.
Yeah.
And seeing them in the right fabrics. So draped the right way and that sort of thing allowed me to get a much clearer picture.
You bought one as well,
so I bought one. We
bought three actually.
This one here. So this is the tuck sleeve top. And it's got this curved raglan seam. It's got this lovely deep V-neck. It's got a peplum, which is always really flattering, but not a flouncy peplum. Just it goes in at the waist. I think it would be amazing lengthened into a dress. Let me take it out of the paper because that's making it a bit shiny. But what I love is this sleeve. This folds and then gets sewn into the seam here, and it creates this amazing sleeve shape.
Yeah, this is great.
I totally fell in love with it.
And I bought the twist dress, which is this one, which again is probably one of their more complex ones because the twist itself is quite complicated. But again, I was intrigued by how it would come together. You can do the twist on the side. You can also do the twist on the front.
Yes.
So yes, those are added to our collection.
To be fair, they're all fairly complicated. There aren't really any simple silhouettes in the range, and that's what I love about them.
But that's
they're
what
patterns that will make you think, and I'm really looking forward to the construction and seeing if it pushes you.
Yes.
In a different direction. Yes,
very excited.
And then another company that we have discovered for the first time in the last couple of weeks is Paper Theory.
Yes.
So
we still are beating hearts.
You know when you come across a pattern company where every single pattern that they've ever released you would make in a heartbeat? Well, that. And also their patterns work so well together. So if capsule wardrobe is your kind of thing, you could literally just buy their patterns, one of each, and you'd be able to create easily a whole wardrobe.
Yeah.
So the first one that caught my eye was a shirt.
Yep.
And it's just a loose fit shirt.
It's quite 80s.
I think it's that oversized, slightly drop shoulder.
Big pockets on the breast.
Yes, I bought a similar style one from a charity shop recently, which was from the 80s, and they had the same big pockets on the front. But this one that caught my eye had been made with stripes, and the stripes were all going in different directions, and it just looked exquisite. And then they released last week, I think it was, a jumpsuit, Zazie jumpsuit, with a wrap front and a wide leg trouser, and they did it in a beautiful mustard linen.
Yes.
And then they released one in like a lightweight denim, and I just wanted both of them immediately.
So we'll be buying some of them.
Yes, absolutely. So if you're looking for patterns that stretch you a little bit, that challenge traditional shapes, that maybe think outside the box, both of those we would highly recommend.
Absolutely.
And actually, Shawnee Magnifique posted on Instagram yesterday, she's just made the shirt that we were talking about. And she said something about, I can't remember exactly what she said, but something about a construction that will surprise you.
Ooh.
And I've made so many shirts that the idea that there's another way of doing it gets me really, really excited. So I think we have to make that shirt.
Nice. Well, we're doing Battle of the Shirts at some point this year.
Going
so
in the mix.
It's definitely going in the mix. One thing we get asked a lot, and someone asked last week, is can we talk about our lipsticks?
Yeah, we love a lipstick.
We love a lipstick, and we do get asked a lot, what colour is your lipstick? And
we're not people who would just wear the same shade every day. My mum had I remember she had the same shade of lipstick, and she would just always buy the same shade of lipstick. And if ever it went out of stock or they changed it, I remember she'd get really upset. Whereas I always think about what I'm wearing, and I probably have, I don't know, easily 20, 30 different lipstick shades.
Yeah,
some of them never get worn.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's nice.
But we've got a couple. So I've picked 3 of my favourites. And what have you got?
Well, I've got, because mine will come from, my most recent ones will come from the same set, which was an absolute revelation or revolution
and a bargain.
So an absolute bargain. So this is Revolution Pro. It's a brand that they sell in Superdrug. I don't know if they sell it everywhere else, or anywhere else. But it is this box of 5 different lipsticks. It's the matte reds collection. So I love a matte lipstick, and I love reds of all shades. And it was £7 for 5 different lipsticks.
And they've got different colours, because you said they've got a pink one, and I wanted
So obviously I didn't hold out much hope for them. It says 5 professional lipsticks, but I thought for £7 it's worth a punt. And I have been amazed at how good the coverage is. It's properly matte, but it doesn't dry your lips out.
Right.
And it goes on the pigment is really good in it. It just goes on really nice full colour, and it lasts quite well as well. I do usually have to top up once or twice during the whole day, but that's just because it's not a stay on forever type of lipstick, and you wouldn't expect that for that price. But I'm amazed. And sometimes with matte lipsticks, when you touch them up, they go a bit cakey, because they don't like new lipstick being put on top of old lipstick. But I haven't had that problem with these.
Cool.
So it's got kind of a coral one in there. It's got more of a pink one than a coral one, and then a couple of shades of bright red, and then a sort of dark red, which is the one that I'm wearing today. And they're called Fever, Make Me Crazy, Expression, Red Wine, and Born With It. I just love, don't you love lipstick names?
Yeah,
Wouldn't you love to have that job, coming up with lipstick names? Well, this one looks like Vava Voom, and this one looks like Pigeon's Nest. That's what happened if I named
off tangent.
That's what happened if I named the lipstick. This one is called Brazier on Fire.
I would be, you'd have all these women in Superdrug going, what?
Sorry, tell us about your lipsticks without the silliness.
Without the silliness. So the one I'm wearing today, which is probably one of my favourite lipsticks, and it's a Revlon Matte Balm. And it's this one here.
It's a crayon, isn't it?
It's a crayon. Yeah, so it's one of these crayons. It's a big chunky crayon. I've had this for about a year, and it's probably still got about 9 years left in it. So it's hot pink. It's colour number 260, and it's called Passionate. But it's one of those that lasts. It's a good laster.
Passionate. Been there, done that.
Been there, done pigeons. We now wish it was called Pigeon's Nest. But it will last most of the day. I very rarely have to top up. So it's a good stay on all day.
Awesome.
Which is for a crayon. But they do, I've got a red one as well.
They rub straight off.
I've got a red one as well, which is a red shiny one. This is a matte one. So they do glossy ones and they do matte ones. They are quite expensive. They're about £8-9, but for the amount of coverage that you get, and it lasts all day.
And it's a great colour on you.
It's a great colour, but also I've not gotten to the end of it yet, so it's still, I think it's going to be everlasting, so that's a good one. Now, if you want a proper stay on all day, like you're going to bed brushing your teeth thinking, I'm going to have to get some kind of I'm going to have to get something to take this lipstick off, this is what you want. So it's Maybelline, it's a Super Stay is what it's called, and it's one of these, it's an ink.
Yeah, so I've got one of those in red.
It comes, I've got a dark red one as well. But you put this on, and I swear to God, you could go through nuclear holocaust and you still look fabulous. Because nothing is taking this thing off. All day, no matter how much you eat anything, it just stays on. So if I'm out at a show, or if I'm doing something where I'm busy all day and I won't have a chance to kind of stop and top it up, this is the ones that I use, because they do last, and they properly do. I swear to God, you'll have to scrub them off at the end of the day.
It's funny how my lips tend to run dry, so I find that I can't wear lip stain because it just makes them all go all wrinkly and withered. And that's not a good look.
No, I'm all right with them but maybe I've got more moisture.
If I'm going to wear them, I have to wear lip balm or lip gloss on top of them. Otherwise, they just dry out.
Yeah, I don't know whether they've got glossy ones as well. But anyway, they're really nice coverage. Again, they're a little bit more expensive. They're maybe £8-9-10, something like that. But they're good to buy. They sometimes have 3 for 2s and things like that. So that's another one that I really like. And then Kiko. We really like Kiko. They do a lovely range of lipsticks, and this is one that I've got, which is more of a red. I rarely do a bright red like Rachel's wearing, because she wears a lot of bright red, and I only wear it really if I'm wearing red. So I tend to go more pink, or I go more browny red, because I think it suits me better. And this one is, so I'm realising my eyesight is very bad. Velvet Passion by Kiko, and they do a really good range of lipsticks, all kinds of prices, and all different types of colours, and you know, gloss and stay on all day and all that kind of thing. But I think this is one of their basic ones, which was about £3, and that's a really nice colour. So that's me.
Excellent. Lipsticks.
Clearly I've got hundreds more, but those are my favourite three.
Yeah, very nice. Now, next thing we're going to tell you about, if you're popping out to buy yourself a new lipstick, most of which can be bought in the supermarkets or the local shops, then get yourself a copy of our favourite fashion magazine.
Hello Fashion.
Yeah, Hello Fashion. We think it might be a spin-off of Hello Magazine or something, but we were drawn to it because it used to be £1. It's gradually been creeping up, and it went to £1.20, and now it's £1.40.
Still worth the money.
And clearly it's only going to be available to those of you who live in the UK, but we think it's such good value.
It's really good.
It gives you so much stuff in there, trend overviews, all sorts of things that I think, whilst there is a lot of high fashion in there and things that you can admire but can't afford, I think it just gives you an idea about how to wear things and what sort of shapes to look for and this sort of thing.
But they do cover all price ranges, so you'll find things in there from, you know, from the high street as well. So sometimes we look at things and it's Gucci, and other times we look at it and go, oh, it's H&M, which is really nice.
Yes. So for instance, on this page here, which is all about animal prints, which, as you know, we love, these are all coloured snake prints. So
I love.
It recommends some of the high street options here, and you've got a jacket from ASOS, a dress from Primark, and then a blouse that's £690 from Peter Petrov. So clearly you've got a good range
all
there.
Ranges.
I love that belt bag from Lutz Morris for £600.
Can I have that yellow snake print?
You can, if I can have the yellow snake print boots.
So we love that, and
we get a lot of inspiration from these.
We do. We sit and go through it and circle things and go, oh, we could do that. We could do that.
Yeah, and they often have different editions. So this is actually the accessories edition. So often the editions have a theme, and they cover makeup and they cover all sorts of other things in there. And there's always some good articles in there. So one that I read last week had a really good article about the history of the dress and that sort of thing, and then it tells you interesting bloggers to follow as well, people whose style you really like. So for instance, that one there is one that I shall go and follow as soon as we're done. Oh no, I already follow her. Haute Pursuit. But I don't follow Alex Carl, so I'll go and do that afterwards.
But for £1.40, it's really great, and
it is. I haven't had a chance to have a proper look through this one yet, so I'm now getting a little bit distracted. Distracted by, hold on a minute, hold the phone. Leopard print, gold and silver cowboy boots from H&M. $99.99. I would definitely wear those. Check them out.
You've wanted cowboy boots for ages.
Well, they'll go with my Kate Blanchett wannabe wardrobe.
Yes, they will.
Yes, absolutely.
They're crying out to be worn with their velvet trouser suits.
Yes. The only thing I find with high street stuff is if it's in a magazine, you can't get hold of it for love nor money until they restock.
It's best to try online. Oh, look at those boots. Sorry. We're now looking at a magazine with you. Look at them.
Fringe on your boots. She looks like
an antelope or something.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
She looks like she's got one of those costumes on where you pretend you're riding an emu.
Yeah.
You've got fake emu legs.
That's just ridiculous.
Awesome.
But anyway, we love it.
So put that away and stop being distracted to talk to you again.
£1.40. Go buy your lipstick and then go and buy a magazine, go and have a coffee and have a little chill out.
Yes, absolutely.
So what's next?
So what else should we talk about? Well, actually, you were talking about shows, when we were at the Knitting and Stitching show a couple of weeks ago, we met Neil from I think it was from the first ever season of the Sewing Bee.
He's Soldier Neil. He's the one. Neil Sticks.
Yeah.
Let me show you his picture. He is.
But he started this awesome initiative, and we said that we'd give him a little shout out on our next video. And it's called Flags of Thanks. Yes,
that's right. Flags of Thanks.
About that one.
And it's for basically for Armed Forces Day. So the idea is that you would make a little square of a plique or embroidery, quilting or something like a block.
Yes.
And you send them all off to them, and what he'll do, I'm sure he's doing it one-handed, he's doing it all himself.
Yeah.
He's going to make them into quilts and hand them out to the homeless of the armed forces.
Yeah.
So
it says patchwork, appliqued, embroidered or painted, and include military-themed images or literal messages of thankfulness. And then they'll be displayed in a public exhibition at Salisbury's oldest church, St Thomas's. So if you're into quilting or applique or anything like that, and you fancy doing something to show your support for our armed forces, then you can go ahead and do that. We'll put a link below so you know where to send them to.
So they've got hashtag flags of thanks on Instagram, so you can tag that and have a look and see what they're doing. But I think we'll probably do one each and send it off.
But also, if you happen to live near Salisbury or you fancy making a journey, then go and see them when they're exhibited. That would be quite fun as well.
So great idea, Neil. We love it, and wish you all the best and all the support for it. So we'll
I'm
get
sure
some
they'll be taking donations for the exhibit, so that will help raise money for the forces as well. So
www.flagsofthanks.org. Yes, we'll link it underneath, and then you can go and check it out. All the details.
We mentioned a couple of weeks ago in challenges that we are taking part in the Wax Lyrical Challenge, which is where you sew something out of wax print before the end of March, and we need to crack on with that.
Yes,
we're already halfway through March. So we've now chosen our patterns and our fabrics. Nikki's even gone so far as to cut her fabric out. I'm hoping to get mine cut out and possibly partly stitched this weekend.
What have you got?
This is my pattern. It's actually one of Nikki's patterns, but I've stolen it off her. It is Butterick B5919.
Yeah,
and I am making view A, which is this one here, which I love the little keyhole cutout at the back, but I love this bow. It's really on trend at the moment.
Are you going to make the bow bigger?
Well, it looks pretty big.
You know what Esme says?
Yes.
Might as well make it big.
Well, I think that was a tiny bow she was talking about, and I think this one is actually, looks like it might be a decent size. But I might have to largen it slightly.
Largen it?
Largen it, that's a new word. Largen it. Is that not a word? Enlarge it. And it's enlarge
not
it.
Largen.
Or largen it, whatever you prefer. Because that bow is a good size in relation to her bum. My bum is a little bit bigger than hers. Even though she's not a real person, my bum's definitely bigger than hers. So I want my bow to be in proportion to my bum. Okay. So it will be as big as that is.
Okay.
And the fabric that I am using, I've had in my stash for ages.
We've had it for about 2 years.
Is this one here. So it's beautiful, blue on the background with this black and yellow, and it kind of looks like peacock feathers. Now we're going to have a little bit of a challenge because I have got 3 yards. Wax print is narrow, so it's 3 yards of a metre wide, or sometimes 110, but usually about a metre. This pattern in my size requires, where are we? Well, no, actually I should be fine because it does say, well, it says 2.9. So, and I've got pattern placement to think about because I need those peacock feathers to be right down the middle of the dress.
It's the pattern placement that's the tricky one.
Yes.
Because my one is this. So I've gone for this red one in the middle here, although I have added sleeves. So I've got a cap sleeve on it. And it's the Butterick B5917.
So it's A you're making then? That one? Which is that one with a sleeve?
Yes, I'm making sleeve. A.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm making A. No, I just like the red one. But anyway, I'm making this with the ruffle because I thought the ruffle with the wax print would be really interesting. And it's not that many pieces, and I struggled to get mine cut out. I had very little left over.
But then your ruffle will actually be taking a surprising amount of fabric.
Yeah, it was. And my fabric is this. I've brought it over because I have cut it out. My fabric is this one. So that's the little bit that's going on the front there between the ruffles as it's coming up and over. Yeah. So I'm going to say this now, I'm saying this publicly. I have tried my best with pattern matching. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to worry about it.
No, don't worry about it.
But I have tried.
I think that with wax print, there's such bold, bright, beautiful colours that your eye is drawn to the beauty of the dress as a whole. I don't think you're drawn to the seam specifically or something like that. Because there's usually too much going on. The Bibs making this all like really strict with our sewing, isn't it? You've got Esme's voice in your head going, oh, I've done it like that.
But we never ever normally worry about things like that because we sometimes it's too much stress, and we like to keep it fun and keep it frivolous.
Well, I think it's good if it pushes you to sort of take your skills to the next level, but you should never let it get to the point where it stresses you out.
No.
I always allow a certain amount of time for pattern matching if I have it. So if it's a fabric that needs pattern matching, and I'll say, right, okay, I'm happy to allow an extra hour spent on figuring out how to lay it out. But if it gets to the point where it's too much of a headache, or it's taking more time than I'd intended, I just decide, actually, this time I could be spending sewing.
Actually sewing
I'm just going to sort of give it up. Or sometimes I end up deciding that actually that pattern and that fabric is not a good match, and I'm going to switch to something that's a little bit... I'm very excited too. And I just think they're both going to be really fun statement dresses, which I think is... You always need one of those in your collection, don't you?
Absolutely.
So I just can't wait for the summer when we get to go and wear them.
Yes.
In fact, if we don't have an excuse, let's just go out. Let's the four of us go out to dinner, and we'll both wear our wax print dresses.
For a minute, when you said the four of us, I was thinking, who else is coming? Clearly, you mean husbands.
You know, those other people that live in our houses, and
them. Oh.
That generally just watch sport and keep themselves to themselves and don't pay us much attention. And that's not true.
No. So yes, we need an excuse for a couple's night out anyway. So wearing wax print is as good a reason as any.
Exactly. Yes. So what else? Oh, we need to tell you about our competition.
Oh yes. We've got a competition.
Yes, so we're trying to get our numbers up on Facebook. Neither of us really use Facebook personally, so it's not something that we've really focused on in the past. But we know that as a small business, it's a really important part of your marketing.
Yes.
And also, I think there's lots of people that are much more interactive on Facebook than perhaps they are on Instagram or on YouTube.
Or just use Facebook rather than Instagram.
Exactly. We want to make sure that we're accessible to everyone through whichever platform they choose to use. So we've started a Facebook page because it's new, the numbers are quite low, and we're trying to grow them. So we've started a competition where one lucky person is going to get to win access to all 10 of the classes that are currently on our online platform. And that's unlimited lifetime access, so they can access any time through their personal login and do any one of the classes as and when it suits them. And so that's up now, and it's running till the end of the month.
It's pinned to the top of our Facebook page, which is the Stitch Sisters. So the Stitch Sisters, and
or actually no, it's Stitch Sisters UK. But if you just search for Stitch Sisters, we're the first thing that comes up.
Yeah, you'll see our little faces.
Yes.
So there's another challenge that we are going to take part in, and this one isn't as tight a deadline as the wax print, is it?
I think you've got an extra couple of weeks. I think it ends mid-April or something like that, but we'll check and we'll put the link below or the details below. And
it's Soul Bibs. So we're really excited about that. So we're going to make some dungarees.
Oh, we're toying with the idea of a few different ones. I could go several different ways, to be honest. I'm looking for more structured dungarees with a wide leg, and I want a waistband. For me, the ones that just go straight from the strap into the leg don't suit me. I need something that has a little bit more structure. So my options would be the Jenny overalls from Closet Case, the Fiona dungarees from Wear Lemonade.
Oh yes.
I like those as well. What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of more casual. I'm thinking of a softer silhouette because I've got structured dungarees. Because I've got my Mila's. And although those are great, I'd want to make some softer ones, more comfortable, casual. I'm thinking a linen. I'm thinking something like that. Kendrick by Hey June. Because they are basically trousers with braces, so the fabric becomes the top, and it's not really a bib because but you can make it into a bib. But it comes up as dungarees over the top, and I really love the shape of those, and they just look so comfortable. So that's the ones that I like. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to have a look at other patterns that are available and see if I can narrow down exactly what I want, because I'm kind of looking at that kind of overall trend. So it's a hint to that, with it being more comfortable and more relaxed of a fit. But I'm just looking for the right pattern at the minute. So we're excited about that.
Yes, we're excited about that. We've got so much to do, but then we do sew every weekend, given half the chance. And all of these things, just so you know, this is not you shouldn't be putting pressure on yourself.
No.
We're joining in with these challenges and we're doing these things because we want to and because we know that we'd really like to have that garment in our wardrobes. But we wouldn't just be doing it for the sake of joining in with the challenge.
No.
It's because we genuinely want that thing. And I think that as long as you're going into it with the right mentality, that you're doing it because you think it's something that you'll get a lot of wear out of, or you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of sewing, and you're excited about it, that's always good. But some people say, oh, another challenge, I'm really stressed, I've got too many already. Well, no one's making you do that.
You don't have to.
You choose how many you want to be involved in, how many you don't. And even if you say you're going to and you change your mind, doesn't matter.
You don't even have to do them by the date. So we're not entering these challenges as to try and win a prize.
No, exactly.
So if the Bibs one, if that goes 3 or 4 weeks over the deadline, it doesn't matter. We're still going to make them.
It just means you're going to get lots of inspiration from other people, and you're going to have other people on the same journey as you at the same time. So I really liked that the Great British, the GBSB Sew Along by Shona from Sewsfaction gave us the idea of making 70s dresses after watching
we didn't do them on time.
episode, but we didn't do them before the deadline because that just didn't suit us. We needed a little bit more time, and so we did them for a little bit after, which means we weren't eligible for prizes like you said, but that wasn't the point. We just wanted to do it because we knew it would be fun.
Want to make the dresses, it's more important and have to do that.
So I know we mentioned a lot of sewing challenges on these videos, but we feel like that's explained our philosophy on it. Don't let it get too much.
Do it if you want to,
and don't
drop it if you don't.
So there's one final thing that we want to mention that we're both a little bit obsessed with. I started off getting obsessed with it quietly to myself, and then when we were away in London for the stitching show the other weekend, I shared it with Nikki, and it makes you feel like a small child in the best possible way. It's an online colouring app, so use it on your phone. It's for Android or iPhone.
I can use it on my iPad as well.
Even better. Nice
bigger screen.
And it's colouring by numbers. and so basically you get these pictures. Some of them are really simple, some of them are really elaborate and take ages. And you get all these colours at the bottom of the screen. And when you press a colour, all of the bits on the screen that are that colour turn grey, and you start colouring everything in. And it's properly addictive.
It is, but it's really mindful as well. It's this mindfulness which is lovely. So you can switch off, you can just take a bit of time and chill out. And it can be annoying sometimes if you're doing a really elaborate one and you can't find that final piece. But then it's quite nice when you do. You get a real sense of achievement when you get it.
Happy colour.
So we'll link to that underneath as well.
But before anybody goes, you're grown women, what are you doing colouring in virtually? If you have to colour, use proper colouring books and pens, or surely you've got more productive things to do with your time. Sometimes we all need to just switch the old brain off.
Absolutely.
And this is a way of doing that. Still doing something that's mildly creative without having to move or get anything except for your phone. But it's perfectly acceptable to just use an app for your colouring in if that's what you want to do. And we are obsessed by it.
We are, and the kids love it too.
Yes, and we've got no one to show our pictures to that we're very proud of except for each other. So if you guys join in, then you can show us your pictures too.
We can start an Instagram group.
Happy colour pictures. So I think that's everything we wanted to share with you this week. What else have we got that they could possibly go and check out if you need more Stitch Sisters in your life today?
Well, we've done a pattern haul vlog earlier on this week, so that's our simplicity patterns.
The patterns we bought in the sale and what we've got planned for that, and also a tutorial, a how-to, we've not done one of those for a while, on how to make a colour block sweatshirt. So we show you how to take any sweatshirt pattern and hack it to add in different colour block options.
I'm going to be obsessed now. It's going to be like the sewing bee. I'm going to be using up all my scraps to make sweatshirts.
Never throw away any sweatshirt fabrics or jersey fabrics again. You can use it all.
Amazing. And I wrote a blog post this week.
You did,
about
brilliant
enamel
blog post.
pins.
Yes, where you can go and find lots of them, lots that I wasn't aware of, and I'm totally obsessing about that rainbow roller boot that you put on there.
There's one on the same website which has it's like a NASA inspired one, because I'm a bit geeky. So it's got this rainbow, and it's got like a space rocket coming up, blasting off from underneath.
Rainbows and rockets.
And I want that. I want it.
What more could you want? So there's lots more Stitch Sister stuff for you to go and look at if you've not seen that already this week. But for now, whatever else you're doing with your Sunday, we hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you next week for another edition of What We Love This Week. We'll have to come up with a jingle.
We'll have to.
Yes.
God, no.
She's just worried that I'll sing it. I won't, I promise.
She'll make me sing it. That'll be even worse.
Right then, guys, we will see you next week. Take care.
Bye.